Welcome to News Laundry Chota Hafta. For the full episode, subscribe because it is behind the paywall and only subscribers get access to uncut, complete content. News Laundry Hafta is our weekly wrap of all that made the news, all that didn't, and all that should have and all that shouldn't have. We agree, we disagree, we critique, and occasionally we beat each other up. But it's all good fun. Subscribe.
This is a News Laundry podcast and you're listening to NL Hafta.
अंग्रेज अपना लगान और न्यूज़ लॉन्ड्री अपना हफ्ता कभी नहीं छोड़ते. Welcome to another episode of News Laundry Hafta, which we are recording later than usual, and I do hope Lippy will be able to put it up well soon enough because it's 5:40 in the evening on Friday the 3rd of December, so it'll be a bit of a battle for her to put it up on Saturday, but she will try. Why we are recording this hafta so late on a Friday is because we had a couple of illnesses and we had the case India Today versus News Laundry, and I was in court all day and I've just got back, so that's why we had to push the recording. So joining us in today's hafta in the studio are our managing editor Raman Kripal.
Hi.
Our parliamentary editor, I don't know what your title is, I forgot it. I don't know that much about.
I don't need a title.
Not a title.
Parliament expert.
It's a title. DJ Khalid. Some of you know him as Meghnad.
Hi.
Parliament expert.
Parliament expert DJ Khalid. Joining us on the phone line from home is Manisha, who's nursing a bad throat. Hi, Manisha.
Hi, hello.
Hope you get well soon. And also joining us on the phone line is Anurag minus Verma. What does minus Verma mean, Anurag?
Actually, my name is only Anurag. Like, there is no surname in my name. So, जब मैंने Facebook join किया था, then it was mandatory to write a surname in 2011.
अच्छा.
So, as a pun on surname, I wrote it as Anurag minus Verma. तो वहीं से थोड़ा सा catchy एक नाम सा बन गया. So, I continued it.
Otherwise, only Anurag. Because all stars के surname नहीं होते. Madonna,
Yeah.
Prince.
Yeah.
है ना?
But this is a problem.
Yeah.
Not just in India. My friend's daughter, she went for an admission in London. So her name is Anu Snigdha Maharana. So she never used that title. She had such a problem,
Yes.
getting admission in London. Okay, and they also
Even
wanted to know
now.
the second name.
Even
Surname
Samrat.
हटाने से बहुत दिक्कत आती है.
Samrat-
Samrat doesn't use a surname.
Doesn't use.
I don't use a surname.
Meghnad doesn't use. Ashutosh, I remember he was the first guy I knew when in Aaj Tak back in 95, 96 when he joined. Ashutosh, Aaj Tak. I said Ashutosh, what is it? I don't, even till today, I don't know his
Last
surname.
name.
You know?
Anurag, there is a hack, by the way. If you want to remove your last name from Facebook, apparently you have to change your address to something in Indonesia because there they allow like first names to be
No, no.
repeated. So
No, it's fine. Like since few years, people are changing my surname as per their will. So once I went to film festival, my name became Anurag Jain. Sometimes it becomes Anurag Sharma.
My name is Abhinandan Sekhri. I'm the co-founder of News Laundry, and we shall now get into the headlines before we discuss some very interesting, exciting stuff this hafta. Manisha, please do the honors.
Amid Omicron scare, India unlikely to resume international flights from December 15th. First Omicron case detected. 2 Karnataka samples show strain. 28 persons likely infected with Omicron variant in Maharashtra. Only fully vaccinated people will be allowed in Karnataka malls, theatres, multiplexes, says the CM. No record of farmers who died during protests, no question of aid, says the government in parliament. 151 inmates died in police custody this year. This is the National Crime Records Bureau report. Congress Member of Parliament Adhir Ranjan Roy Chaudhary wrote to Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla on Sunday requesting to re-allow media persons to cover parliamentary proceedings. Journalists, meanwhile, were protesting yesterday on restrictions on entry of media persons into parliament. You can check out our report on that. Mamata Banerjee has given an open invitation to any leader who wanted to join Trinamool in its battle against the BJP. Mamata targeted the Congress too. She said that there's no UPA now and you can't be abroad most of the time, at a swipe at Rahul Gandhi. And after that, her strategist Prashant Kishore also targeted the dynasty, mostly Congress and the / dynasty, saying that no one has a divine right to lead the opposition and the opposition leader should be elected democratically. Meanwhile, Mamata also met Gautam Adani and she also met celebrities in Bombay, including Mahesh Bhatt, Javed Akhtar, Shatrughan Sinha, Swara Bhaskar, Munawar Faruqi also. The Parliamentary Standing Committee on Communications and Information Technology, led by Congress lawmaker Shashi Tharoor, has recommended the establishment of a media commission to address issues facing the media industry. Sidhu Moosewala is joining Congress in Punjab. Comedian Munawar Farooqi on Sunday posted a statement on Instagram. It's styled like an open mic, which ended with him signing off that this is for the last time that he's going to be writing anything. And he said that this is the end, goodbye, I'm done, hatred has won, and the artist has lost. Stand-up comic Kunal Kamra said that all his shows in Bengaluru, which were scheduled over the next 20 days, have been cancelled. Delhi's air in November was the most polluted in 6 years, according to data by Central Pollution Control Board. Delhi government wants work on Central Vista project to be halted amid rising air pollution. Meanwhile, the centre has said that Central Vista project is of national importance, so it can't be halted. And meanwhile, today, the UP government has blamed Pakistan for pollution. And the CGI responded to that saying, you want to ban industries in Pakistan? Lawyer activist Sudha Bhardwaj on Wednesday was granted default bail by the Bombay High Court in Bhima Koregaon case. The NIA has moved the Supreme Court against bail for Sudha Bhardwaj. Peace talks at important stage, says Nagaland CM. The IMD has issued alert for North Andhra Pradesh and Odisha coast for the incoming cyclone Jawad, supposed to be landing on the morning of December 4th, which is tomorrow. Human trafficking survivors identify gaps in draft bill, seek community-based rehab. The Delhi High Court has asked police to respond to GNU student Sharjeel Imam's bail plea in sedition case. Sri Lankan citizen was lynched in Sialkot over alleged blasphemy. Some very disturbing videos coming out of there today. 2 Jaish-e-Mohammed militants were killed in Pulwama.
Now, before I went to headlines, I forgot to give the official intro of Anurag, and we shall call him just Anurag. He is a multimedia artist and host of Anurag Minus Verma podcast. He's a filmmaker, author, writer. He's written for The Print, The Wire, and he's also written the Amazon bestseller, Love in the Time of Pokemon. And if any of you have seen those little animated characters where he does this amazing voice of Yogendra Yadav, I find that fascinating.
I think he's amazing. I'm a huge fan of that, Anurag. I love Yoria. I love Shekhar. And I love Dhruv Rathi also. I think it's really fun, great fun to watch.
I'm hoping you'll break into one of those during this.
Yeah, you have to before you leave, break into one of those.
Okay, we'll try.
And may I please remind you to subscribe and pay to keep news free. Go to newslaundry.com, click on the subscribe button because we don't depend on ads or corporate largesse or government largesse. It is thousands of you who pay, and if you continue to, we can continue to report on the ground, and Raman sir has many very ambitious ground reports.
This idea of offense. So, see, it's completely all right to get offended by something, but what to do after being offended is the question. So, for example, I am and many Dalits are offended by anti-reservation joke cracked by Munawar Farooqi because it leads to humiliation and adds to the trauma that we go through. But people are not demanding deplatforming of the artist. So a few weeks back, Veer Das cracked a joke which was allegedly transphobic joke, and which was something like that. My pronouns are he, who, and then he also did some comic sketch or something like that. So these are terrible jokes, but then there was a campaign to deplatform Veer and all that thing. So obviously how right deplatform an artist is different from how woke or liberal do it. Right will use Gundaism, and other side will use some discourse or these things. So this is one of the question that should we demand deplatforming of an artist, be it right, left, or liberal. So this is one question we should ask. And third and final point is that this whole idea about identity, that there is a debate that Munawar Farooqi is prosecuted because of the identity. But I think it's not just about identity. It is also about what the majority think, that what is the expectation of majority to the identity. So in India, if you see, then the number one stand-up comedian is Muslim, Zakir Khan. His show will never get cancelled because he, for them, is an idol Muslim, or like he won't make political jokes.
It's not political at all, correct. It's very...
Banaras mein jaake wo tika bhi lagayega, Diwali pe bhi karega. So he will become good Muslim. Like Salman Khan hai, to Salman Ganpati Puja bhi karega aur Eid ke din Radhe film bhi release karega. So but the problem is that with Munawar, there were few jokes. Even Munawar's comedy is also about girlfriend, boyfriend, and all these things. But his few jokes were related to Modi and Godra and some religious figure. So that anger come not just because of the identity, but what expectation of the identity which majority have. So let's say someone like Sanjay Rajora, or they can crack a joke about Jat. But if I crack the same joke as a Dalit in Rajasthan, तो लठ लेके मेरे पीछे लग जाएंगे. So this is also one thing.
One is that, while I get that that mic, spotlight in a bar, that stand-up comedy, the way we understand it in its cosmetic, features that we see, but conceptually, it has a very rich history, like a roast. What we call a roast is the whole banana se bura na mano holi hai. It's basically a roast. They call the IAS or collector jo bhi hai wahan khade hoke, और फिर उसकी वाट लगाते हैं. And then they do some other joke. And that tradition apparently is a very ancient tradition. So conceptually, there is such a thing as a roast or stand-up comedy in India, which is what, even that guy with big eyes used to do when he was doing. So that is one. B, Anurag, and if you could just elaborate on your critique on Veer's piece, or, you said that he didn't talk about the Dalit. And I completely agree with you that, the non-marginalized caste, the mainstream caste privilege of not commenting on that is something that is to be pointed out repeatedly. But while, of course, the pushback wasn't as dire as what happened to Charlie Hebdo, one thing that I did disagree was that during Charlie Hebdo's time, and I've seen many of those magazines, and many of them are not funny. It was just, the prophet with his balls out running around. Like,
Yes.
what's the joke? Like, there's no fucking joke. It was just, let's see how...
Let's provoke.
Yeah. And I remember the conversation in a few magazines started around them on their aesthetics of their joke, which I said is a conversation, but not for this time. Just like, the conversation around Munawwar's jokes. Like, someone sent me a clip of him making a very distasteful joke about the Godhra carnage. And I saw that joke. I couldn't believe. I was like, dude, like that's not even like an attempt to be funny. Like, what the fuck is the point of that joke? But would I make it an issue or a talking point today? Maybe not. So is a legitimate grouse, is there a right or wrong time for that?
See, my critique wasn't about whether Veer Das is a funny comedian or his content is good or not. So my article wasn't even about that he should talk about caste or even about Veer Das as an individual. So, see, it was a specific anti-caste critique, which is about understanding a pattern in Indian intellectuals, liberal artists, influencer. And this pattern is about invisibilization of the caste discourse. So there are long thread and pattern to it in books, academia, and I mean, there is a long debate about it. So caste remains the biggest evil of the country. And I think liberal intellectuals who are in the forefront of bringing a discourse have failed to address it the way it should be. So now it is becoming mainstream and international because of the relentless push by Bahujan intellectuals, writers, and some of the influencers. Now, coming back to Veer Das, see, I have no interest in preaching like what should he speak about. My annoyance, slight annoyance, was one of the fact that in his monologue, he was clearly mentioning about to India, loosely about good India, bad India, India is proud or not proud. So in that system, he's not even once talking about, he's omitting the discussion of the caste. So, it was quite surprising, or maybe not surprising, because it has been the tradition. And it is also true that only time Indian stand-up comedians mention caste is when they have to ridicule reservation or make jokes on quote unquote ugliness of Mayawati.
So just before that, I want to get to your question when you asked Anurag, is there a right time or not? And this is what we discussed when we were discussing Veer Das also, right? That it is so irritating for the right wing to take offense, because then you're always tongue tied to whether you should critique the person that is the quote unquote offensive person or not. And this is where the right wing also, I think, just fails. I mean, they can be a little more calculated, because, Anurag has a very good critique of Veer Das, and a lot of us probably don't find him funny and would have a lot of things to comment about his comedy, his work, his substance, his material that he puts out. But a lot of us then choose to stay silent because, on the other side, there are death threats against him. So that's a bit of a problem of living in the right wing at a time where the right wing is very loud. And I think maybe perhaps we shouldn't wait. Of course, in a Charlie Hebdo case, there were deaths. Somebody was brutally murdered, not somebody, a team was bumped off. So that's a different space. But I think in a space where we're going to live now, where the right wing is going to take offense at everything and everyone, maybe it shouldn't stop us from putting out our legitimate critique of, a particular piece.
So last Monday was when the parliament session officially started, winter session. So as you know, the session before that was the monsoon session. In Lok Sabha, it functioned for 21 hours in total. And in Rajya Sabha...
21 hours out of the full session.
Full session.
Oh.
And in Rajya Sabha, it was 24 hours in total. Only one bill was discussed for over 1 hour, which was the Constitution Amendment, which was related to reservations. Only that one was debated for 1.5 hours. Other than that, no bill got discussion for more than 30 minutes. So there were like some 15 bills that were passed in 10 minutes, etc. So it was a completely bulldozing session. Now, the interesting thing is, back then, if you remember, there were like these MPs that climbed on tables, through files, and there was this whole jamawda that came, and then there was like some physical altercation. So during that time, some MPs were suspended by the Rajya Sabha chairman. Now, this session, the first thing that the Rajya Sabha chairman does again is this: get suspended again for that incident.
He suspended the same ones again.
Same ones again. 12 people suspended again. But Sanjay Singh, who was on the table, and Bajwa, who threw the file, are not suspended. So he has specifically suspended some Congress, TMC, CPIM MPs. And they have been protesting since Monday. But they have done it under Rule 256. Now, the Rule 256 says that the suspension cannot exceed beyond the current session. Now, that was already used last session.
So then it's unconstitutional.
It is violating the procedures of Parliament.
But no one gives a
then
shit.
Nobody gives a shit because nobody reads the procedures
the
of
hell,
Parliament. So,
It's become ridiculous. Yeah.
and it's very interesting because like these people have been protesting outside Gandhi statue ke paas mein. Today there was a counter protest by BJP MPs who just came in with pictures of them during the last session, and they did a counter protest against the protest, which is so bizarre to me, because what they should be doing is they should be standing with their colleagues because their rights are being taken away as MPs. They shouldn't be doing that. The other thing, the other interesting thing that happened is, of course, the repeal bill. The 3 farm laws were taken back.
So that happened like again without
4 minutes.
4 minutes. So.
4 minutes. But again, the farm laws were passed without discussion. तो वापस भी ले लिया without discussion.
ठीक.
So maybe nil हो गया.
So 0-0 cancel.
0-0. And the third development which I wanted to tell the listeners about was Modi government had passed 2 ordinances before the session started. It was to extend the the terms of CB and ED chiefs.
Correct.
Those have been brought in
Which is a
today.
very controversial decision.
Yeah.
Basically, earlier there was a rule that you could not extend this CBI and the ED chief beyond a certain point. That was to keep the post, let's say, less
politically
political. I mean, although it was very political,
Yeah.
but thoda reduced. Like now, even the pretense of trying to be this thing is
the
gone.
Supreme Court had set the term limit to 2 years. Then with extension of 6 months and 6 months, but then you can't exceed it beyond 1 year. Now what the government has done, which is very weird, is that they are saying that your total term can be 5 years, but it can be extended only 1 year at a time. So essentially it's now an incentive model.
Really? Now it's
Incentive
1 year?
model.
Yeah.
Not
now it's-
6 months?
No. It's like 1 year you will be extended if you work in public interest. So now if the government feels like it, they can
So you
extend
can have
it 1 year.
legislation without parliament.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can have legislation.
You might as well
without
legislate without
Ah.
parliament. मतलब parliament को इन्होंने irrelevant कर दिया. And a very important stuff, there was a story on it is on News Laundry on the protest by the press, because the press wasn't allowed to cover it. They are giving COVID protocols कि भाई इसलिए हम cover करने नहीं दे रहे. It is because when the press is sitting there in the galleries, what do you see? Because someone asked a question. He said, why are you guys making such a big deal? Cover it from what you see, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha TV. Now, those of you who, I don't know whether Meghnad pointed this
I
out in your
covered
show
this, yeah.
or in your article.
We got shots of how they are showing angles, right?
So they only show that part which they want to show. जहाँ मतलब किसी को दबाया जा रहा है, कुछ नहीं किया जा रहा. On that note, also check out our website and remember to pay to keep news free, because when the public pays, the public is served. When advertisers pay, advertisers served. We have a lot of expenses coming up. We have court cases. We have elections coming up. We have a salary bill that is ballooning. So do consider subscribing. Those of you who listen to this for free, Mufat Khors. If you are students or not able to afford it right now because you're between jobs or not able to find one, it's fine. But if you can, 300 rupees a month is not that much. If you're a smoker, you spend way more than that in cigarettes. If you're a drinker, you spend that much in probably a drink. And if you are, I don't know, a film watcher, that's, one ticket. So it's not that much, but it keeps democracy alive, because if you don't keep news alive, advertisers will. And the way large corporations depend on governments to succeed, it is unlikely they will take care of your interests or the interests of a democracy. All of you listening in, the Chota Hafta, do subscribe so you can listen to the entire Hafta. We will see you again next week with the Hafta. Till then, subscribe, pay to keep news free, because when the public pays, the public is served. When advertisers pay, advertisers are served. Thank you. Goodbye.
All the News Laundry podcasts are available on Stitcher, iTunes, and any other podcast platform.
Please subscribe to News Laundry. Help us keep news independent. To catch all our podcasts on news, pop culture, current affairs, and sport, visit newslaundry.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Sun liya Afrika, Mufat khoro. Not to brag or anything, but News Laundry Hafta features in the top 50 in the world on SoundCloud in the news and politics category for podcasts. So do subscribe and see what you're missing, because when the public pays, the public is served. When advertisers pay, advertisers are served. Subscribe, help keep news independent and free. All News Laundry podcasts are available on iTunes and Stitcher and any other podcast platform.